What used to make you happy when you were younger?
So like quite small things used to make me happy. I think like when you're younger you don't really think of like the whole overall happiness of your life. It's more like just little things like in your everyday life that make you happy. For example, like just playing in the garden with my little brother who used to make like dens and stuff, like used to make me so happy. Whereas like now little things like it does, but like just for a short amount of time, like my overall happiness is more based around like my relationships and like bigger things like what I'm doing with my life or what I want to like, my aspirations in life. Whereas when you're little it's much less like serious, it's more like, I don't know, just like when I think about being happy when I'm younger, it'll be like walking home and going to like the sweet shop or like having my friends on for like a play day and stuff like that. It wouldn't be like all these big like life goals and stuff like that.
Have you ever struggled with being happy, and if so, why?
Yeah, I have. I feel like everyone like at some point in their life is gonna like struggle with being happy, but I think it's different in different situations. So like you might not be happy one day because you just like you've fallen out with your friend, like something small, like, whereas like other times it's like times where I've been like for a longer period of time not happy is when I just don't really know what I'm doing with myself, or I don't have really like a goal, like, and like when I can see what I'm doing more in my life, that's when I'm in a happier place, I think. And you get when there's something I'm passionate or like when I'm keeping myself busy. Wait, let me try and explain.
No, that's
again.
really I
So
was
like when I have like, so I think I'm my happiest when I can see a goal that I want to achieve, and like I can see a way of getting there. I think times when I'm not really happy is when I don't really know what I'm doing.
I just smile because like that's like this will link in with quite like with what I'm like talking about in the like later part of the documentary. So I can put clips of like you speaking like in different parts of it, so that'd be quite good. I might not put like a full like block interview. I might just put bits of your like interview in like different parts.
I'm just trying not to like say loads of waffle, like I don't know, because that's like, I feel like that's quite hard to like crop out.
No, I don't mind. If you're ever feeling low, what would you do to cheer yourself up?
What do you mean, like what type of low, like? Because it depends. Like if it was like I was low because I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like for example, like uni project, I don't understand what like I'm gonna do for it. I guess that's more like stress low than if I was just generally unhappy. Probably go see my friends, like, and just like try and it puts it more into context, because sometimes when you're on your own, like, and you're in an unhappy place, I think you just kind of get lost in your own thoughts and you just get like really deep into that like unhappy place. I think just like surrounding yourself with people that put you in a more positive place is like a good way to like start. And also just like, I don't know, basically just distracting myself, I guess.
That's good. That'll also link in with a different part of what I'm saying as well. This is quite good.
Yes, you're saying like
I just need the one interview, I don't need any more, this is the one. What do you think are the main things you need to be happy?
Well, I actually have seen this as like a chart, like there's like I don't know what the guy is called that did it, some sort of philosopher or like psychologist. There's like, I actually kind of really agree with like what he said, that there's kind of like a triangle of like happiness. And I think there's like financial stability, like relationships, goals, like shelter, and I think there might be a couple more. But yeah, no, and I think it's like getting the right balance of everything. Like some people, they might think, oh, money's going to make them really happy, but I don't really necessarily agree with that. I think to a certain extent, like it's enough so you can do like the things that you want to do, and like so that you feel like secure in where you are. So you're not worrying about it. But I think just like combination of everything, like, and relationship, like having a like, for example, like if it's just one of those things, like if you're just focusing on a relationship and don't have a goal in your life, then I still feel like you can't be 100% happy. I feel like you kind of need a balance of everything. I think it's a combination of things.
I'd asked more questions, but I think you've kind of covered them all. Because I put like, do you think money and material possessions can make you happy?
To a certain extent, but I think once you've got a certain amount of things, there's like after that, like
Yeah,
you don't really know, like you think, oh, you're just going to want more things. Like I think that's not really like fulfilling.
Yeah.
Oh, it will keep you happy for a short amount of time, but then you're always going to want something else.
What was it that you said about when I was last speaking to you, it was like, so see people who won the lottery, like it was like
so I heard the story. I don't know like the exact details of the story, but I know that this girl, she like won the lottery, and so she'd come from like normal like working middle class background, but she like obviously she won this lottery, but like her friends still were in the same, like they all still had jobs and all this, so she'd be like going out doing all these like crazy expensive things, and she like couldn't really enjoy it with her friends, or like she felt like a different place to them. And also she got to the point like, and I think in general it's like lottery, I don't know where, like I just remember reading these things, I don't know like the true facts, but like I've heard that also like lottery people, obviously initially there's like that excitement that you've got all this money, but then because you're so, like you just spend it all, and then you realise it's not like a constant like income, and then you get to the point when you're actually like, oh, it's not as fulfilling. I think just everyone has this like idea in their head that money makes you happy, but it's only because like on social media and like celebrity culture you see like all the things they have and they look so happy, but you've got to remember that on Instagram and all those things, like that's not a true picture of their life. That's only like they're only showing like the good parts of their life, and when you've got all this money you can afford to be travelling, obviously that makes your life look a lot better. And like there's still like celebrities that commit suicide and have mental health issues, so like obviously that's not, that there's more to life than like those things.
How do you think social media like affects happiness?
I think the same things I was saying before, in that on social media people will only show you the parts of their life that are like the good parts of their life. You don't, I mean sometimes people do upload like, will like share a post of like their experience in their life or something, but like I think that's quite a rare thing. I think most of the time you only see like when people are happy, and then if you're in a bad, like if you're not completely happy that day when you see these posts, it's gonna put you like thinking like, oh, why am I not as happy as them, and really they probably have bad days like you do. And I was gonna say something else, can't remember what.
That was good.
I was just going to say, like, I think people think that they need social media in life, and I think to a certain extent it is really useful, like obviously like, especially like in the art world, like sharing your work and stuff, and like keeping some contact with people, but I do think it is quite damaging for like people's mental health, because like when you're constantly seeing like what other people are doing, and it just makes you question like your life, whereas I think if you weren't seeing all that, you'd be quite content with where you are, and you're just comparing things to your own life. And like people are in different stages in their life, and like if you've seen someone that's doing really well, really well in their life, and they're the same age as you, like you might peak in your career in a way later stage than they are, but like obviously you think, oh, I'm 20 and they're 20, like I need to be at the same stage that they are, but you're not. But you've got to remember that everyone like goes through different things in different times in life. There's no like timeline of when you should do things.
That was so good.
Sorry, this is a bit of a rant.
No, that's really good. That means
it's
I
so
can
much
like
better
clip
when
it
you
in,
like forget the cameras.
Even if you just talk and I can just clip in and out, but like that was really good.
Yeah, it's like just when the camera's there, you're like, oh my god, but once you get used to it.
You did really well, because like I'd put loads of questions afterwards, but you kind of explained them all.
Yeah, no,
already,
I think just
so
like if you just
so I think like I can just put them in that. I don't think there's much else I need to. I'll just put this at the end because I'm doing a bit about it. But do you think counselling or therapy can help people become happier?
What did you say?
Do you think counselling or therapy can
make
people become happier? Yeah.
Well, you stopped it. I think obviously it depends, because I've never had like therapy or counselling, so I can't really give like a full insight into that. But I think talking to someone outside of your friendship group and outside of like your relationships is a really good thing, because you know that they're going to be 100% honest with you. Like obviously your friends and family might as well, but they're not going to say anything that they think is going to make you feel worse, or like obviously a therapist won't do that as well, but they're giving you like, you know, it's a subjective opinion. The only thing is with therapy, like because my friend does psychology, like clinical psychology uni, she says that, and she has to talk to a lot of, she does like Samaritan help